on, man. Unfortunate situation. An 11-year-old youth football player in Florida shot two of his teammates during an altercation at practice. Allegedly, it was a fight over a bag of chips that led to the shooting, Lonzo. Now we have three young black lives changed over a bag of chips, dude.
You know, I was talking to some people today. I used to work for a nonprofit, Whole System Learning, to give them a shout out right quick. And one of the brothers who was there, they have to have classes on youngsters dealing with conflict resolution, because so many young men think the only way to deal with something is to put a bullet in somebody's ass. They don't know that shit. This ain't television. You go to jail. I don't understand what it is about the attraction to violence that makes it so easy to commit a crime or take somebody's life over some fucking potato chips, man. Dude, that ain't gonna never work for me. And that's again, I'm willing to bet you 9 times out of 10 ain't no man in the house, dude. I'm willing to bet you. And no offense to the ladies, it's just some things you can't teach them kids, them boys. Huh?
Yeah. It makes you wonder if fighting even exists anymore. I don't hear kids. It makes you wonder if fighting even exists anymore.
You know, and dude, even fighting, man, fighting has got to the point where even an ass whooping turns into a mob melee. You know, I was listening to Eddie Griffin yesterday talk about how so many guys, you know, you got 12 guys on one dude, how we whooped his ass. Yeah, y'all supposed to. Unless he was Bruce Lee, you had a pretty good chance of whooping his ass. And, you know, one-on-one fights, man, you know, it's just, dude, I remember having one-on-one fights, and man, I got to go fight this dude, man. Watch my back. And first of all, the fact that you accepted the challenge was a badge of honor just from your homies and your hood. Win, lose, or draw. You got your ass whooped. The fact that you went over there and took the fade, did good. And if somebody started winning too damn much, all they would do is pull them off of you. They wouldn't just jump in and start mopping people, because, you know, usually the only person to get jumped on is the one already losing anyway. That's the part that's so bitch made to me. The man already losing. Y'all just gonna jump in and add some additional cans of ass whooping. Now, here's where the problem come in at. If that person has if he dies, or has any type of personal damage, personal health issues, everybody fucked. Everybody's fucked. The first one that starts the fight, the last one to kick him. I don't care if you just the one to spit on him. You're going to be in court like everybody else. Okay? And that's the part these young fools don't get. When somebody dies in an altercation like that, everybody that threw a punch is, in most cases, if you was trying to break the fight up, they're going to call you in just to put you under the pressure, so you'll tell them who did do the fighting. Because the ones that did the hitting, they ain't going to want to tell, because they all pretty much, as they say, culpable. But the ones who didn't do nothing, he finna tell everything. He going to let it fly. And that's just how the game goes, man. So, dude, if you don't want to get caught up in some bullshit, stay out of bullshit. What my partner say?
Yeah. And going back to the jumping thing. Oh, go ahead.
You don't want to get caught up in some bullshit. Watch where you step. Go ahead.
Nope. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little slight delay. So if it seems like I talk over Lonzo every once in a while, that's definitely my apologies. But, you know, going back to the jumping thing, Lonzo, yeah, especially if you're on parole or probation. I mean, a perfect example was Suge Knight. He got 5 years for one kick during the Las Vegas melee that eventually got Tupac killed.
Okay. Don't do, especially if they want you. See, people, cats don't understand parole, and especially probation. It's just a legal leash on your ass. If they give you probation, or let you out on parole, they looking for your ass. My partner was telling me a story just the other day. One of his sons got out of jail on parole. And homeboy gonna run a game on the parole board, and hey man, I'm gonna stay at your pad. I'm really gonna be over here. Parole boy came to the house 2 days later, kicked it and knocked on the door. Where you at? They don't need no warrant. They don't need nothing. They don't need nothing. They show up. He better be there. I better have evidence he was here at some point in time, or if not, dude, you got a problem. And the cold part about it is sometimes the people that's trying to help him can get caught up too.
Yep. That's facts. Listen, kids. Yeah, the STEM Radio says, speaking of which, have you heard Puffy's been added to the mix about the Tupac murder? It was only a matter of time.
Wait. It's rumors he was added to the mix for a while. Who got the evidence? Who got the actual news story that Puffy's been,
until he's arrested, I don't believe anything.
Everybody been saying Puffy had something to do with this from day one, but nobody could prove nothing. And there was a middleman between Puffy and KEEFE D, allegedly, that was supposed to kept the money, and KEEFE D didn't get paid. So that's why he's been on a talking spree for the last 27 years, trying to, hey, officer, I need my money. Puffy didn't pay me. Can I get paid? Hold on, Puff. No, man. OG Steve, I see you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. So yeah, allegedly, there was a middleman that was between Puffy and the actual perpetrators, and he didn't get paid. He disappeared. So, hey, you saw it on my man Steve, STEM Radio said he saw it on Willie D's channel. I don't know, man. I haven't seen. I got to look it out for myself. I don't want to start no lies and get canceled on Facebook or perpetrate some bullshit that's something that ain't really true. But hey, if that's the deal, that's the deal. Folks been saying it forever. It kind of makes sense, but you don't know until it's all said and done.
Yep. Yeah. You know that if it does happen, you will hear it first right here on Now Without Alonzo for sure. Alonzo, I'm curious. Puffy had his run. He had 112. He had Mace. He had Biggie. He had Craig Mack. What were your thoughts? In that early '90s, mid to late '90s when Puff was running the game. What were your thoughts on Bad Boy back then?
I never really tripped on Bad Boy. I like Biggie. I was cool with Mace. Craig Mack was all right. I wasn't a big Craig Mack fan. But the label came, it came up. They did their thing. They had Faith Evans and Mary J. Blige at one time, right? So he
managed.
They did their thing, Doc. I can't get mad at them. They did it with minimum violence, as far as the artist. What I should say, Biggie was the one talking the most stuff, far as I can remember. But it was a great label. But again, when you get behind the scenes, it was typical of what black artists has always experienced in their lifetimes. Somebody else, they doing all the work, somebody else making all the money. So what's really going on? And here it is, 2023, and these folks just not getting a publishing for what it's worth, if it's worth anything. I mean, it may be worth something, but it's like a lemon. Most of the juice has been squeezed out this lemon. Okay, it may be some juice to make something else, but ain't gonna be a whole lot. You won't get a full picture of lemonade out this motherfucker. That's for damn sure. Like I said before, but what he should have did.
What I liked about Bad Boy, and I did enjoy their most.
No, what I will say, what he should have did is when people was offering all that money for the catalog, sold it and then give them the money. Because the catalog is more valuable, and the collective. If you got to deal with everybody individually, that's too many lawyers. That's too many people. But if they just sold it, hey man, I'm gonna sell the catalog. Everybody getting their publishing. You're gonna get their part of the publishing. Now you done something.